language.
We are
We live?
live.
Yeah, hello.
We're
Shema,
still
take it away.
alive. Too. Yes, hello everybody. This is the third episode of Dearly Beloved. Sorry, I screwed that up. But to give you a recap of what happened in the last two episodes, we have Ashwin here as Bovik. Raise your hand up, Ashwin.
Woohoo!
That's Bovik the Druid. You will see that he has a lot of companions with him. Will any of them survive today? We will
Please
see.
don't.
Wow.
Bovik has also recently come with a new pet in the form of a lovely little, I wouldn't say little, lovely
Ah,
girl,
Oh,
a lovely lady
right.
with wings who seems devilishly attracted to him. Then we have Eldon, a fairy. Eldon, say hi. Eldon's greatest companion is his owl friend, Elderdon. It took me a second there.
it's very
Now,
easy.
in this episode, like the last two episodes, we will see whether Eldon can carry anything he comes across. Coming after that is Finn, our
Hello.
skeleton. Now, Finn is on a mission to find the evil necromancer, we're assuming, who has turned him here. He woke up unexpectedly in a graveyard with no recollection of what has happened. So, will we find out more about Finn in this campaign? We'll see. What else has happened the last two sessions? We have our wonderful world of the moss here, and today, like the last two sessions, we are concentrating on Odiumlity, where in this tiny place of Odiumlity called Fengar, which is a merchant town, we meet our adventurers who have come across the they have come to Fengar, which is this city. Credits to everybody who's made this map. Now, in Fengar, to just give you a run up, they went to a guild called the Golden Locks, where they came across a quest or a request from a local village called Neesa. Oh God, I should have practiced this before. Okay, where they went to Neesa, which was having a bit of an undead problem. There, they met along with um, short redhead wowish woman who pleaded for their help and assistance and asked them if they could get rid of a bit of an undead problem in the graveyards and save the local priest who seems to have gone a little cray. Upon reaching the graveyard and the church, what we found is a collection of hilarious encounters with skeletons and zombies. Finn also got himself a little skeleton kitten called Skitten. They went into the church to find that this priest wasn't really as good of a necromancer as he thought to be. He also has been, for the last decade, been trying to resurrect his long dead wife called Bonnie, which later the party came to know after entering his house was the same villager who had pleaded their help in the first place. Now, starting off our adventure today, we are back in Nisa, and all of you, wake up. The sounds of like the local, the village outside coming, waking up. You can hear the birds. There's like a dog in the distance that seems to be barking, and you're tired where your bones are just like little stiff. You can see Bowick get out, reach out to like scratch Matata's head. You can see Eldon, snuggled up to Eldadon, and you can see Finn just staring into the fire. And at the side, still bound up, is the priest. What would you guys like to do?
In his house, right? Like in his.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So to set the
Last.
scene, you have the fireplace. Over it, you have the huge photo of the same lady that you had just met the previous evening outside who offered you your reward. You know her name to be Bonnie.
Right.
And You haven't had a chance to talk to the priest about her yet. But outside, you can hear the city the town just waking up a little.
Hmm.
I get up, I look over, I want to just have a look over in the house and see if there's anything interesting around.
So it doesn't seem to be much over there. It seems like, out of all the buildings that you've seen in this village, this seems to have been made a little better than the rest. You could maybe assume that the priest was the town leader at some point, but as you look around you, you can smell must and, like mothballs, and you see dust lining and like a little bit of a silver surface, everywhere. So it seems like this place hasn't been cleaned in a long time. It seems like whoever's come here has only slept in the couch, which seems to have a dent in it, from like someone just kind of like collapsing, fit of depression.
I look at the other two and I'm like, guys, what do you guys want to do now? And
I
isn't it
mean,
weird?
first things first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to find out what the fuck is the connection between that photo, and I point to the one of like his wife and presumably his wife, and the lady that gave us a bloody like request to come help her, them, the
Right.
village.
Yeah, that's true. Like, is she a
Yeah.
ghost? And like, if she's a ghost, how did she give us things? And I'm like looking at all the things that we got from yesterday. Like, are these
And look at him and
ghosts?
say, "Hey, ghosts can fucking touch things."
I mean, you can. You're flesh and blood. Not flesh and blood. Bone. But I don't think normal ghosts can.
There is no flesh on him. What are you saying?
Okay, just
Just
bone.
bones, man.
Just bone.
Yeah, but don't you think maybe his necromancy powers combined with his, I guess, will somehow brought her back
His
without him even
entire
knowing?
purpose is to bring her back. So if he knew that she's back, he wouldn't still be like
Maybe we
doing
should
his
tell
weird
him
shit.
that
Yeah, he
she is
definitely
back.
doesn't know.
That is a good idea.
All right, you know what? We can start from there.
Alright, I
Yeah,
go
we should
go
wake
on.
him
I
up.
try to wake him up. I'm like, hey, I forgot his name. What was the name, guys? I look down.
Priest.
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 Hey, priest.
Awesome.
Never ask names.
Nameless priest.
He gets up and he's like, "What? Where am I? Is this home?" And then he looks at the photo and he's just like, "Oh, Barney. Oh, dear Barney."
Yeah, listen, she's outside, by the way. She's
A
alive. I
backhand
don't know
slap
what you
his
think.
face. A backhand
But,
slap
but,
his
Oh, yeah,
face.
we're still mean to him. I forgot.
but that can be possible. My wife died a decade ago, and I like as you've evidently seen, I haven't had any success trying to bring her back.
She
I
gave us the
think,
quest to come and like stop the zombies, so I don't
yeah,
know what you're
and I
talking
think you succeeded. Like, she's the one who asked us to stop it.
But that can be possible. Like, what? And he's just confused. He's a little sleepy too. At the same moment, you hear this loud knocking on the door.
about. Oh, I
Okay.
wonder who that is.
I'm
Let me
sure
go
that's
get the
Bonnie.
door.
And yeah. And I'm just
Who-
making sure Matata is like a little wary and like on alert. I don't want like anything jumping on us. So yeah.
While I'm walking towards to get the door, I want to like scan and keep an eye out for the freaking monster girl that's been trying to get in his pants.
All right. Cool. Fair. Okay.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna
who's going?
slap him, backhand slap the priest again for no reason.
What
Who's
the
at the
hell's
door?
wrong with y'all? I told you I'm gonna stop doing this.
Yes, somehow you did not.
But I don't know what you're saying. You people are talking nonsense. Did you happen to have? And he like takes a quick look at his liquor cabinet. He's like, I mean, I did tell y'all you could help yourself with anything in my house, but maybe you help yourself a little too much.
And I slap him one more time. I just sigh, just go and check who's on the door.
Okay. And, like he's really not enjoying the feeling of bones slapping against his face constantly. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna check the door now.
Eldon's going to check the door. I'm just watching if he can.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm just checking if Eldon the fairy can open the massive door. I was going to stand back and
The
watch.
normal size door, which
His
is
normal
massive
size.
for him.
Sorry,
Do
normal
I
size.
Yeah,
have
Elvin, could you give me a strength check? Actually, come.
I'm gonna use booming.
Oh, wow, okay.
Check.
This is when Tomaturgy should be used.
Yeah, I don't have,
I don't
unfortunately.
have it.
Wait,
I
do I
don't
have
have
it?
13 plus 0. 13.
Okay, I'm assuming, with a lot of effort, this, fairy like opens the door and he's pulling it forward. Okay, and before he has a chance to like look outside, he turns and he looks over here and he sees two very confused city guards looking at him.
Yeah, what is
Oh,
it? Speak up.
and they're just looking at you in confusion because they've never seen a fairy man before, and they're just like,
Extremely
so
sexist.
they go like,
What do you think I look like?
a
Listen, if you come
dog?
all the way here just to like look at this, that's gonna be 20 gold a piece.
No, we had some news saying that we captured the people responsible.
Yeah.
We're coming from Fangar. We had someone send us a notice saying that the adventurers here had sorted out the mess.
Responsible for
We
what?
stalled out the
I
mess.
mean,
Scream from behind Eldon, like far in the room.
What do you scream?
Like, responsible for what?
The undead problem, the one happening for the last decade.
yeah, we found him, but there's a complication. He's not the only thing that's involved in this.
Listen, man, my authorities have told me to take some and I take them back. I just need a face to show that. So, can you tell me who the person responsible for this mess is?
Who the fuck
And
is the authority?
uh, the garrison at Fengar.
Who's that?
Oh,
I
yeah, they're
heard.
the
I think
authorities.
we talked about these guys before. I don't remember
No,
who
they
that
are the
is.
No, Feng.
authorities. They are the authorities.
They're the vampire king thing people.
They're basically like the local police at Fengar.
Ah,
So,
okay.
like, basically, since you guys were thinking of taking him back there, but it seems like they've already reached here, they just want to like get their job done with and leave.
We just
So,
got done with this last night. Told one woman, and in the morning you show up.
Technically, the woman was a ghost.
hey, the news travels fast here. As soon as the gates opened, we had a request saying that our problem's done. The village people would be happy if we get rid of this. So I don't know. And he looks around like maybe one of them send us a pigeon. That's how it came in. A pigeon carried in a letter.
No,
Damn these pigeons.
Fucking pigeons.
goddamn pigeons. But I love them.
Sure. No, wait, the
As
lady
Bovik,
that we met, the lady that
yeah.
Uh,
the lady that asked us to do this for you guys, where is she?
which lady?
I point at the painting.
Guys,
That painting.
Face palm. At
I'm
this
gonna
point, and
mind
I
releasing her
go,
face.
huh,
He
what?
still looks
Oh,
confused. He's
nice.
like, I've never seen her before. But when you do that, the priest starts like grabbing at your tiny legs,
How
Eldon,
deep
and
in the
he's just
door?
no,
Yeah,
he's
tied
just
up.
like listening to all this, and he was hiding before that,
But he was tied up.
yeah. Oh, was he tied up?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you
Oh
untied
yeah,
him.
he has
No.
been tied up all this way.
He's been tied up, and that's why he's been slapping him. So,
Okay, so you see him come like a thief. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just like, wait, wait.
And
Are you
boom,
talking
I
about
slap him one more
Barney?
time.
It is like, help, officer! This thing's been slapping me ever since I woke up. Ever since last night, he's been slapping me.
Oh, by the way, he's the one responsible for your zombie problem.
yeah, that's we found him in the church and he was trying to summon the undead or something like that.
But we'll take him to the authorities ourselves.
Why do you
Once
want to?
we-
Look,
Why?
whoa, here. You guys are just adventurers. Get that? You do your job, I do my job. My job is to take whoever is responsible back to Finger and just give you the loot that you need.
Alright,
I
three
don't
up.
care about what you want to do here. I just need to take a person who's responsible back.
Alright, then
Guys, this is
So,
very
that's what-
sketchy.
The question to the party is whether you want to give him up or not.
He did say the L word.
what's the L word?
Loot.
Oh, the
Loot.
loot.
My tree hugging friend.
Yeah,
Just let
I'm
me-
new to this.
Just
like
let
that,
me tell you this. I just need to take somebody back and put him in garrison. Anything else, free for all. Take whatever you want. And like the other guy's just like, preposterous! How could you do this to me? This is we're a good town.
I'm
We
gonna
don't
slap
do
him
things
one
like
more
that.
time across the face.
He's
Hey,
just
Bourn,
like,
really hate him.
like, help
do.
me!
I hate his accent so much. Fuck.
Okay, at this point, he's just like looking and he's just like pleading at all. He's like, I don't mind going anywhere, but is my Bonnie girl still alive? Can you tell me Bonnie's still alive?
I'll be like, Finn, wait, hold
I
on,
do
hold on,
the
hold on. I
Man
got
illusion
to see.
again to the guard.
Alright, while he's
Sorry?
doing that, like, I'm going to go be like, Finn, hold on. I got to see why you're doing this. And I also slap him one across his face.
Officers, I know I
Must
did
feel good,
wrong.
right?
Please take me away
does
from
feel
these
good, my friend.
adventurers. Yeah,
Alright,
so
sorry,
he's
sorry,
there
Fairy boy.
begging.
What?
He's looking at the fairy desperately. So, like, even while you guys are slapping him, he's going like a little steal to have a look at the door to beg the officers to take him away, but also looking at Eldon to see whether he looks like his long dead wife.
No, I'm just projecting like an image of her in my hand.
Hmm,
Like hologram.
Like,
Her
how
here.
fucking small? It's like this small, the image then.
No, I can make the image 5 feet by 5 feet wide, so
Oh.
the image would technically be bigger than me.
Okay. So he looks at it and you can see tears in his eyes because he's immediately like, that's my Bonnie. That's my Bonnie right over there. Doesn't look a day older than the time I last saw her. And he starts like sobbing.
Doesn't look a day older than how you last saw her 10 years ago.
Exactly.
Have this
How?
woman and
Did
ask
we
the guards.
find out how she died, by the way?
So no, you didn't.
No.
Alright,
Good
I'll
question.
ask.
Yeah, good question.
How did she die? Like, what happened here?
It's the disease that took her from me. We didn't have any healers at that time. But she was a devout soul. She prayed to our Lord every day. And yet he took her away.
What kind of disease was it? Was it something
What kind of
new?
lord do you pray to?
Oh my god. And he says the word in a language you don't understand.
Hmm.
Wait,
I'm
what?
gonna use memories of past life
God,
to
guys.
see if I understand this word. Okay, so what should I roll? Inside
Arcana
Arcana. Okay,
or history? History check, actually.
okay. So a D20, that's a 12, and then for the memories, I roll what? D6. That's a 4. That's a total of 16 plus 2, 18.
Hear this word, and while you're streaming in your head, you feel like you've heard that sort of dialect before,
Mhm.
but you don't seem to recall any sort of information about it. So,
Okay, but I'm aware of the dialect.
yeah, so you might have been in that region before, but you don't remember anything about that sort of thing. So the thing is that like these guys are travelers, right? and they have come here and settled down in Odiumlity for some reason. Like you don't know why like such a nice town would exist in such a corrupt place, but they happen to exist here, and they could have been driven out from wherever they were, but the sort of language that they use, the sort of gods that they pray to, aren't familiar in this side of the world or from any side. Any of you guys are.
Have none of us have come across. Even like while I was on the ship and traveling, I wouldn't have found.
Yeah, so they seem more like, uh, if I had to say it in real world terms, like an Amish community.
Hmm.
Okay, so like the old ways, so like old forgotten ways. So that could be a reason why they don't hold as much power either, because the gods possibly don't even exist anymore.
Right. So I know that this is coming from a faraway land, this whole religion itself. And so yeah, I want to ask him. This seems to be a land of the unholy. People worship fucking monsters and vampires and whatnot here. What the fuck are you doing here, worshipping an actual god?
I mean, gods exist everywhere, son. Our gods just don't happen to have any power here. We've been traveling, searching for a place where our Lord might be worshipped. We've tried the north, we've tried the east, tried coming down here south to see whether maybe something could work. I'm not the first of my kind here. When I joined here, it was my father who came with us. He tried making this city. Possibly not worked out. There's nobody here who even remembers our origin anymore. The villagers, and he looks like the villagers, they don't believe. Possibly I'm the only one who still remembers the old ways.
Yeah, it's hard to believe in God when you throw fucking zombies at them. And slap his face again.
He is like crying like
All right.
you've seen no grown up man ever cry before.
All
Okay,
right.
like
I'll push Finn back slightly and be like, all right, I think he's had enough. I'll turn around, slap him once more. I think he's had enough.
and then the guards are just like, this one dude who's just like, he looks like he's chewing something, and he's just looking like, I admire your ways of dealing with Tom, but I think we need to get back going. So if you're telling me that this man here is responsible for all the dealings here, then let me just take
No,
him and
that's the
go.
thing. That's the thing. He's partly responsible.
Who's the
He's
other
not
part?
responsible for
Partly.
everything.
What does that
So
mean?
there is more going on,
You
and we
fucking
kind of need
idiots.
him for.
Haven't you been listening? His dead wife is
That's why.
alive.
Exactly.
Listen, dead people coming back to life, it's not anything new in good old Odium Whitley. But I mean, if you
Suppose
told
that's fair.
me that she was stabbed and didn't die, that still won't be strange. If you told me, I mean, nothing is not strange here, so it'd be hard to give you an example.
Okay, basically mutual exclusion, my dear friend. If he's the one who's responsible for bringing people alive, and if he doesn't know something that is brought back alive, then he's not the only one responsible. Are we clear? We need him for a few more days.
Yeah, there's
A
someone
few
else who
more
is
days,
also bringing people back to life.
I can give you an hour before I need to head back. I think I saw a little girl there. I don't think we're all allowed to say that anymore. I saw a pretty little thing there selling flowers. Maybe I'll just go talk to her for a bit and let you guys sort this out, and then I'll come back. And then he's just like looking at his
Go.
partner, who's just like, Trev, come on, let's head over there. And Trev's just like, duh. Okay.
Oh,
And
dude,
he
there's
just
a lot of
walks.
comments on YouTube we did not.
Oh, it's all Arvind.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
that's all.
Arvind!
Arvind. Hey, Arvind, what's
Hey,
up?
Arvind.
Also,
Hey,
Lord
DM Daddy.
Zornian.
And he's
Yeah, guys.
Zornian.
Look at
Zornian,
the
not
comments
Zornian.
in our section. That is from the Indian DM. Follow him on Twitter. Also, check out our last episode, which was the Impossibles quiz show that was taken over by Kushagra. One of the most hilarious things I've ever done. So you have to check it out. Now, coming back to the
The most
campaign.
frustrating quiz I've ever taken too, but yeah, that's
Yeah, guest appearance by the Indian DM there, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the Indian DM, check them out. Also, check out the channel Daisies and Dragons, where you can see Arpan being a role player.
Also, shout out to M. Vijay Lakshmi.
Shout out to M. Vijay Lakshmi,
Shout out to
whose
M. Vijay
Amazon
Lakshmi.
review will make sense to you if you watch the last episode.
Yes.
But
Can't
let's
tell
just say,
Jeevan, someone says.
it
Jeevan's audio
was
is slow, yeah.
Super.
Yeah, I fixed
Super.
it. Don't worry.
super.
I
Okay.
increased the
Okay.
audio. I just let stream. Let me know if the audio is fixed. If you can hear Jeevan properly.
Yeah.
Cool. And guys, to get us all talking again, so you see the two city guards walk out and they walk away. You're left now with a sobbing priest who is desperately calling after them. They're like, I can't stand this anymore. Take me away, please. And he is just yelling after them while he's trying to squirm away from Finn as fast as he can. He's just like, you see him moving away and, trying to go to a corner. Unfortunately, he goes a little too close to the fireplace, and you could see that a few of the embers slowly hit him, and he's in panic right now. Can you just like, oh no?
I'm
What the
gonna
fuck
pat
is
him out. Yeah, what is wrong with him? Like seriously, what is wrong with you, man? Like, get a hold of yourself. Do you want us to fucking figure out what happened to your wife or not?
I know what happened to my wife. She died. She died a decade ago.
We met her day before yesterday. Or was that yesterday? Yesterday.
Yesterday.
But that
Yesterday.
can be possible. Untie me right now. I need evidence of this.
I mean, we don't know where she is. Untying you is not beneficial for us.
What proof do
What
you
an
have that she
untying?
exists?
And I hand.
You don't
I
give a
show
Didn't
fuck.
she
it to
give
her.
us something?
Yeah, she gave us a couple of like the shield, the necklace, and I forgot one more thing.
No, we don't need to prove shit to you. Shut the fuck up and sit.
Yo, we have to find out what's
Hey,
going on. Finn.
you shush. You have something there. I can sense that, but quiet. Let's just like get.
I
Shush.
understand you do not like necromancers or whoever fought you back, but we need to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, we don't need to prove shit
What
to
did
him
she
though.
say to
Just
you?
fucking-
Did Barney tell you anything about me? This can be possible. I don't know. I've tried so hard to bring her back. It's impossible that you could be back right now.
Borwick, show him the stuff.
Yeah, I just show him the
The stuff.
shield, the necklace, and I remember she gave one more thing. I don't remember what that was.
Just the necklace and the shield, right?
Yeah, just the
Oh.
necklace and the shield. Right?
She got 3
Okay,
items,
there's some
right?
sound coming from outside my room. Just give me 1 second. I'll have to check that.
Cool, no problem.
Sure. I think it was just the shield and the necklace, the animated shield and
Yeah, and the necklace of regeneration. I'm assuming.
the necklace of prayer beads.
Or prayer beads of free.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, that's the only thing she gave.
my note.
Are you guys looking up notes or something?
Hold on. Yeah, okay. She's just the prayer beads and the animated shield she gave. That's it.
So he looks at the shield and he's shocked. Okay, he's just like, first you slap me and then you try to deceive me, and then he like points to this corner where you hadn't noticed this before, but there's like a huge shield like shape on the wall. And like there's just like dust everywhere around it. So there's clear imprint that the shield was there and it was taken from it. And he's just like, y'all spend a night here, steal my stuff, and then disrespect me by saying that my dead wife is alive.
Whoa.
I think someone is fucking with us.
Yeah, I
This
really
time.
think so. And do you think
Hey
she was
guys,
in here?
what did I miss?
So, Krish, what you missed was they showed him the animated shield and the necklace of prayer beads. And he immediately gets very riled up, points to this wall on the far side that you hadn't noticed before, that, has this sheen of dust like before. And there's a nice shield-like shape over there that seems like, something is hanging there and it's been taken off right now. And now he's accusing you guys of having spent the night there and have stolen his stuff and playing the sick joke on him where you're pretending that his dead wife is alive.
You told us we could take anything we wanted, but
I didn't tell you. You could tell me that my dead wife is alive. Do you know how this feels after spending a decade trying to bring back people and then you just waltz in here, beat me down on my ass, and then say, "Oh, she's alive. She gave us the shield." Okay,
Okay,
he's just
fine.
mocking.
Yeah, that's on you, Bovik. That's on you.
fair. Uh, but I think she is alive because might be trying for 10 years and it might have.
No, I think someone is scamming us. Someone's just broken into this place
Why would
and
they?
someone just scamming
Why
us.
would they? Then I'm looking.
Or someone is trying to frame him for something. Do you have people who don't like you apart from the three of us or the two of
The
them
whole
in this
village.
room?
He kind of looks out like he takes a moment where he breaks from his anger, looks out out of the window and sees like the villagers out in the street and gives like a sheepish smile like, well, no one's really liked me for a long time here.
But can any of them do magic?
I mean, we did survive with all of us doing some level of magic or the other, but nobody would pretend to play a sick joke like being Bonnie. Like she was like a mother to everybody. They loved her.
Any jealous ex?
I mean, all the exes I've had.
Not yours, dumbass.
Or
Bonnie's.
X, you idiot.
Who the hell cares about you?
I mean, everybody loved Bonnie. I don't know. She was like a mother to everybody. Maybe some of them found her a MILF.
Clearly, you don't know
What?
anything. Did she just say what I think she said?
Yeah.
Cool. So we are
Okay.
looking out for a very young kid right now.
Kid,
Very young kid? What do you have to do with children? You were against me raising the dead and now you're after kids?
What is the connection?
Huh? What? What are you not
I-
telling us?
He's a little paranoid.
Alright,
Okay, guys,
Clearly,
if you-
he doesn't
let's
know.
just hand him off.
Yeah, I'm just looking at these two. I'm like, clearly he does not know anything. Let's go out.
Yeah,
and
let's just give him off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go find and maybe ask the village people if they've seen Bonnie. Bonnie is the name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, I can do that.
We're
Yeah, I
just
should
gonna
probably do
he
that.
we can just tie him in the corner and let him sob there for a bit. I'll keep Matata
No, I think
for company.
I think one of us should keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I'll leave
Just in
Matata.
case.
So
Yeah,
if anything
Matata is a good
happens,
idea.
Yeah, his Matata is disposable. I'm kidding.
So,
Huh?
you guys go out, and what you immediately see is unlike the day before, where the streets were deserted. It seems like the whole village has suddenly picked up right away, and you see that like these two kids, these two little kids, they come running up to you with like a basket in hand, and they have like you had like a folded sheet inside it, and they came running up to you and they look at you three and they're especially really excited to see Fairy Eldon and Pin the Skeleton. Okay, and they're just like, you can see that the girl, she seems to be like the older one, while the boy is just like staring at you wide-eyed, and they're about like maybe 8 and 6 years old. So they come and they're like, Mister, we heard you saved our village last night. We heard that you got rid of all the bad things in the graveyard. Is that true? Is that true? And
Yes, that's true, but you know what? You should always eat your vegetables or they'll come back.
and they look like terrified, and they look at you and they're just like, well, Mama and Daddy told us that we should give you something as a thanks. And when you look past them at the back, you see like this father and mother, wearing like very villager clothing, and they're looking at you and giving like a this thing wave, and you notice that everybody you see on the street is looking at you and saying thank you, or like walking past and giving you a smile and all that, and they hand you this basket.
I'll look into the basket.
I hand it to Bobby.
Can you?
I mean, I don't know if you
It's
can
heavy.
catch.
Yeah,
How do
it's
you hand
heavy.
it?
Like every time
You can go inside the basket and check.
every time you hand Eldon something, you have to make him do a strength check to it.
Like
Oh
you
no,
have
it's a
to.
basket, dude. He can go inside the basket
So
and
she
actually
immediately
explore.
gives it to Bovik because he seems to be the most normal out of the three of you. Meanwhile, like the boy cannot stop staring at you, Finn. He's just like staring at you and then like looking through and then staring at you. You can see him trying to like reach out a hand to touch you to see if you're real and then put it down. And yeah, what do you guys think?
Right,
So this is just a childish curiosity thing, no? This is not like
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
like
He's
a
Everyone is looking at us, right?
yeah. So
yeah.
everyone's
I'm
looking at
gonna
you guys.
make the image of that lady and
Oh,
just shout, "Has anyone seen this person
don't freak them out.
go straight to it.
recently? The last 2-3 days?"
So like you immediately the first thing you see is this little girl, okay? Like you see the little boy hold on to his sister's skirt and look at you in wonder because what it seems like is you just made like a doll appear out of nowhere, floating in the sky like a spectral doll that's much bigger than you. So he's kind of like looking at you and mouthing the words like, oh, okay. And the girls also like totally entranced by you. Meanwhile, the villagers, you can immediately see that smile drop and they just look really sad. And then, like, this thing, the girl asks you, like, who's that, mister?
Hmm.
I
Is
don't know.
isn't she the one who commissioned the guild for adventurers to solve this problem?
So she looks really confused because commission, guild, too big of words for her. Okay.
What's about that?
I'm just holding the
uh,
basket.
who wanted this priest to stop bringing back the dead? Just ask her that.
But Father John.
Your father
Father.
John?
Oh, the priest, father something.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
You. Oh my god. Guys would remember one NPC's name apart from body now. It's only because that dude said it 100 times.
Dude, names are hard, man. It's like
No, plus we never asked the guy the
I don't
name.
think we asked
I don't
hard.
think we ever
Yeah, we're cool
realized.
kids. We don't remember names and dates and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no one mentioned his name before. We just called him priest at this point.
Cool, cool. So
Yes.
she says like, are you talking about Father John? And then she's just like, she whispers to you like, it's not really nice, mister. He's the reason why we had so many problems here in the village.
What do you mean?
Yes, who complained about the problems?
And she's confused because possibly the complaints went out even before she was born.
Okay, she's less
Alright,
than 10.
kid, where's your dad? And can you please tell me what is in the basket?
And then
Why
she
didn't you open it,
giggles
smart
and
boy?
she's like, it's warm and I hope you really like it. And she takes her little brother and they run back, but like her brother's just like stalling a little because he's still staring at
Wait.
Eldon and Finn.
Wait, where's your parents? I need you to talk to your parents.
Yeah, so they're running across and they go and you can see them talk to like this couple at the other side. And they're just like nodding and you see like the man walk forward and he's just
As
like,
he's walking forward, I'm going to take the basket back. Look what's inside it.
it's a big, nice, fresh loaf of bread.
Alright, I close it. Eldon, I think this is for you and a little bit for us. I don't know if Finn's gonna have it, but before
It's our organs or something, right?
No. I don't think Finn eats
Okay.
stuff. So this is bread. It's like really hot one. I can open it and show.
I don't think it stays inside. I think it just like goes in here and just like falls out
We could test
of
that
the
out.
rib cage.
Hey, I can
We
hear you
could.
guys.
Oh, hi, Finn.
Alright. Alright,
Yeah, I don't need to.
after we talk to them, and I just keep it on the side.
Hmm.
And
So you see this man come and he's like, gents, you have my wholehearted gratitude. Everything you did here in this town, that city. I'm so happy that you guys were here to help us out. You have no idea how much we had to struggle. And then he looks at it and says, I have not seen my people be so happy such an incredibly long time.
Did he? Did this guy also see the projection of Bonnie when
He did, and
Eldon?
he's looking at you, and he's like, he looks at Eldon, and he's like, my dear friend, it's not nice to show that image around here. We have bad memories.
Yeah, I know. I heard. Yeah, she's really great and all of that, and you guys really love her. But this is the lady that gave us the quest at the guild to come and clean out the zombies. Do you understand what that sounds like? Before you say, "Oh my God, that's impossible," that's what happened, and we also want to figure out why.
Yeah, the fucking guard says nothing is strange here, but you guys are fucking acting like this is some fucking miracle.
No, he said nothing is strange, and then immediately followed by everything is strange.
So this guy's confused, and he's like, well, I mean, I was just a youngling myself when.
Oh, here's a different question then. Yeah, forget your backstory. Where's her grave?
Ah, that's a good question.
I mean, I think, and he's like, well, Bonnie's grave is at the graveyard. Is look for a special rock. And
If you go there,
Right,
can you point us to it?
So, in the last episode, when we were fighting this guy, the priest, there was a body on an altar. I investigated it, but I don't remember what I investigated.
yeah, it
Was
was
that
just
Bonnie by any chance?
no, it was just a normal dude. But like this guy's just like a little. He has like a disgusted look on his face, and he's like, well, Bonnie's grave used to be in the graveside, but that was until John, Father John, took her away from there.
To where?
wait, where?
I mean, I think you know where. And he looks past you into the house. He has like a really disgusted look on his face.
Motherfucker.
Did we just sleep?
Let's
with
go
the
back.
body?
Yeah, we have to go back.
Like I say that
We
very
have to go back.
silently to these two.
I think we also left him alone. Can we please go back?
He's like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised what he did, but knowing the old soul
Yeah.
that John used to be,
Don't put images
I think
in
he
our
was
head.
just trying to bring her back to life.
Yeah, lot of love and all that. Cool, fair enough. Let's just go back.
Alright, we head back. And
You're not even thanking him for the bread.
no.
Thank you for the bread.
Thank you for that.
It's like I'm teaching you guys
You should
manners.
feed my whole family.
I told you, D&D is etiquette class and therapy, everything combined together now.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
dude,
So
world
you
of no
guys go back
consequences.
in, and he's still sitting really hunched up over there, and he's staring straight at Matata. And he's just kind of like, Matata, you can see, is just like sitting like a big old cat, his tail just swaying, and he's just like has one eye open that's like resting on Father John, but he seems to be otherwise asleep.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
You see like Matata just like purr, and he gets up and he stretches, but while he stretches, his face is really close to like Father John, and Father John's he's just like praying to himself very quickly.
I want to
Hey,
walk up to
Preet,
Papa John.
where's your wife's body?
No, before that, I just want to walk up to him and just do this. Not
Like,
slap him, actually. just do
like
Yeah, okay.
Oh God.
Well done.
okay, so
Where's your wife's body?
and he looks ashamed, okay, and he looks like completely ashamed, but like he just like mumbles like in her favorite place.
Stop with these fucking riddles.
It's her favorite place.
I'd listen to him if I were you.
And
Might
he
get
just
a
like
slap from that guy, so let's just
he,
speak
he just looks
directly.
past you. He just looks past you to like like this door that's right behind you on the other side.
And I did not see this door or go in the door when I was searching for stuff in the morning.
I mean, you didn't really like this thing look for doors
Can
per
I-
se. You were just looking at things around.
Alright,
You didn't really explore the rest of the house.
okay.
Since the house is dusty, at the door sill, can I see if there's any footprints or the dust has been moved or anything?
So it actually looks like this door hasn't been opened in a long time, you know. And even
Okay.
when Father John's like looking at the door, he's just like, please don't take me there. I can't bear to see her. Not when I'm not prepared. Not when I'm not ready to bring her back to life here.
But you're the one who put her
Yeah,
there.
sure, great story.
Okay.
Can someone open the door? It's hard.
Yeah, I go in. I open the door.
Okay, so Finn, you
Ah.
open the door, and you know, if you were like, if you had all your five senses, you would immediately notice that this room smells like it hasn't been opened in years, you know, almost. And you walk in, and what you see is that, you know, on one side it's just lined with books. Right directly opposite to you are these, you know, kind of like half French windows. There's like a writing desk that's right opposite to the door, you know, in front of those French windows. And you have like next to the windows, next to this writing desk, which seems to be like kind of like a special reading chair.
Okay.
And you have an impression that there's something there, you know. Are you walking forward?
In the reading chamber.
No, in the reading chair. So
In the
you have like a
chair.
little reading chair, you have like a little table next to it, you know, like a footstool sort of thing, you know, where you have like what at that time could have been a cup filled with tea, but now it's just dusty and has cobwebs. And in general, the whole room itself, it's very hard for you to see because there's just cobwebs everywhere. When you're walking itself, you can see like the dust lift off the floor, and even the windows look stained and like it hasn't been cleaned in a long time, so there's not really much light itself getting through into the room.
I peek over his shoulder. Do I see any body or anything like that?
Right now from the angle you're at, you don't see.
Right, I'm just gonna cast dancing lights so it's a little easier to see and then walk forward.
Okay, you walk forward, and because of your dancing lights, you can see very clearly the dust in the air, you know. And Volvic, you know, you immediately cover your nose because it's hard for you to breathe here. Finn, there's no problem at all. You walk straight ahead. You look, you good. Are you going directly to the chair or to the other side? Are you looking at the
Yeah, you
books?
said I noticed some things on the chair, right?
Mhm. So you
Yes, I
walk
just
over to the chair, and as you get closer, you start seeing something that looks incredibly familiar, you know? And the closer you get, and suddenly you look into the seat, there's someone who looks exactly like you,
huh?
but of a
Huh?
smaller stature, wearing the dress that you saw on Bonnie yesterday.
Oh, you mean there's a skeleton?
Oh.
Okay.
You completely forgot you're a skeleton now.
Okay, there's a skeleton wearing
What
Bonnie's
you
dress.
find in there, old man?
Bone woman.
What? Oh,
I think this
female.
is
Okay.
I think this is Bonnie's carcass. Is that the right word? Carcass, by the way? I don't know.
And would you call yourself a carcass?
To an extent.
Yeah, so uh what should I do? Should I carry
Does
this?
it look like the space around her has been moved? Or the dust has been moved?
No.
I'm gonna
If you
carry
guys,
the
if anybody
chair.
wants to do an investigation of the room, give me an investigation. Go.
Yeah. I
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna
I'm
carry her
I'm
with the
just gonna
chair
stay
itself
outside.
outside.
I'm just gonna stay outside with Matata.
Okay.
Take the smell. And just be like,
Cool. Then you're trying to take the, so the chair is like a really comfy, worn out,
7.
velvety chair.
Okay, like that.
Love it?
7.
7. So, Eldon, you like rush in because you hear bone woman and you think of a completely different meaning. You thought you might have missed half of the sentence that, and you
That would
like,
be a sight for sore eyes, yeah.
so you like flutter in and immediately get caught in one of the cobwebs, and it's not really enough to like catch you
Okay,
completely.
listen, I'm not
But
tiny, I'm not a fly.
no, that's what. It's not enough to catch you
Ah.
completely, but like you run in and it's a like what would be just like a face full of webs for like over is you entirely. Okay. Like you're just kind of like stuck and you're just kind of like kid being shot, okay? And you're just kind of like you fly over to Finn and you're just like hovering over his shoulder and you see the same scene that he's. So it looks like when you look down, what you see is it's a woman who seems to be like arranged with like like a seating position. One of her hands is actually has a thumb tucked into a book, and she's sitting over there and she's just looking outside the window. But she's just like skeleton,
I'll scream for
like
her, check under the table too.
Okay. I look under the table.
Yeah.
But how do
what are
you know
you
there's a
for?
table?
I don't know. I'm just assuming there'll be something on the table. There's a table there.
Okay, I look on the table.
On the
Who do-
table and under.
So you look at the table and all you find is a dusty pair of slippers. But on top of the table, what you can see is anybody actually actively trying to look at?
Yeah, I was going to check the table. What
Cool,
is she
just
reading?
give me a roll. Investigation.
D20. That is a 4.
They're taking too long. I'll just walk in.
That's a 4 plus 1, 5. No use.
Okay. So there's not much that you can make out of it, but actually, from the fact that you have seen, you don't know how, you've actually seen instances of this before, you quickly realize it to be a lot of scribbled notes on necromancer.
Ah,
So you don't really have an indication of whether these notes existed before the body was here or after. But you can see lots and lots of notes on necromancy.
1 second. So there's this dead body, a skeleton wearing a dress, and she's reading a book.
She's not reading. This is on the table. You haven't checked the book she's reading.
Okay, yeah, I want to check the book she's reading.
Okay, so you pick up this book and actually it's in a language that you don't immediately recognize. But what you can assume is it seems to be like a book of folk tales or story tales.
Oh, folk tales. Okay. Okay.
I will
And
take the
the
book with me.
specific page she's at, can I see something there?
So when you actually open it up, you see that it's basically like a chapter name, or what you could assume to be the name of a church.
Okay, so I look at Eldon and I say, dude, this dude like dug his wife out of the grave and made her sit here and like pretending to read a book. Like, did he do that, or like what is happening
That
here?
was my was also curious about that. Like, did he place
You're
the
also?
body there with
Wait,
in?
can Eldon and Brovik give me a constitution save?
Ah, fuck.
Yes, I'm immune to all this nonsense.
Oh, great. 11.
Constitution 7.
7.
Yeah.
So what happens is you both cannot take the smell in this room. Like the dust, the decaying mess everywhere. This is basically 10, like a decade. It feels like a decade since this room was even swept out. So you have what do you say, like bookworms everywhere. You have moths everywhere. You have like spiders everywhere. I mean, it just
Wait.
seems to be like a really
There's
messy place.
bugs everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh, I love this room. What are you saying? Like, I will go around like see.
but you can't breathe because of the dust.
Oh, okay, okay. I'll
I
if
think I
s-
can
if I see any
clean
kind of
this.
bug, I will immediately try to like rip a cloth out of my cloak, like a piece of it, and
Mhm.
I'll tie it around,
Okay.
and I will go and like try to catch one of these bugs.
Okay.
And I want
Give
I
me
can.
a animal handling. I'm going to keep the DC as 16. If you get anything above that, you might be able to successfully catch.
10 plus
And do I
16
notice?
on the
You get a
money.
16.
Yeah.
So what you find is actually, willingly, weirdly, a little moth comes and settles on your shoulder.
Oh, I'll take a look at it. Like have it. I'll see if I've seen it before. Does it have anything on its mouth? Is it holding anything?
So it's a little weird, but it seems to be stained a little.
Stain.
When you look at it a little closer, it feels like, it has a bit of a reddish glow on it.
Do.
I can see Jeevan falling off to sleep already.
Don't worry, G. I'll keep you active.
Oh, my check.
I'll see it stained. Okay, like does it look like it's different from the stain is like red? Did I see
Yeah,
where it
it
came
looks
from?
not really, but it looks like, more on like the little furs of its body
Mm-hmm.
seems to have specks of red on it.
I look around. Do I see any similar kind of specs?
No, you don't.
Alright, sit down right there and start casting ritual casting speak with animal.
I will
Speak with
sit down next to
animals.
10
him
minutes, no?
and start ritual casting comprehend languages.
Alright.
You guys can
Oh
breathe.
my god.
I have
Yeah, you guys.
I have put a cloth around.
We will sit out. I will sit outside the room.
Wow.
I'll sit like just outside but I still have the cloth around from the cloak and I'll just start ritual casting.
Okay,
Okay.
are there windows around in this room?
You have the French windows right in front, but like I said, they haven't been cleaned in a long time, so they're very dusty and they have stains all over it from wear and tear over the.
Okay. So I want to just mage hand push, break open the window. Can I do that?
Give me a strength check.
Strength check. That is a 19.
Awesome.
Plus
Yeah, your mage hand has
19 minus 1 though. 18.
it has some incredible amount of strength, and you see this spectral hand, just green color hand, just reach out and just push against the glass, and it doesn't even require any sort of pressure from it. It just like pushes out the whole panel itself.
Right, and I just want to have mage hand again. And how big are mage hands, by the way? Is it just like a normal hand size, or is it
Yeah.
like up to your wish?
Yeah, I think it's a normal hand size. I think it can
Normal
take
hand,
up to
not
10
heavy.
pounds, 5 pounds, 5 to 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind. I always imagine mage hands to be like little bigger, like this big. So yeah, I was
That's
gonna say
big piece.
fan out.
Oh, that's cat's eye. No man. Lot of hand spells in D&D.
Okay. Now, because of what Finn has been able to do, you can see that a bit of the air is also settling in. There's like a waft of light that's just now coming through the room. This is like directly on basically Borwick's lap, but as soon as this light comes in, Borwick, you see that the moth gets off you and flutters away.
Like is it within the 10 minutes what I'm casting? Or is it after?
Like as soon as you cast the spell.
It just flutters away.
Yeah,
Oh.
because as soon as you're able to talk to it, this light shines in, and it's like possibly not seen daylight in ages, and it just flies away, and you don't know, you can't, you're not immediately able to grasp where it's going. It's kind of like the room is dark at certain points, so you'd have to do a little searching to find it again. But like the light in the room has made all the insects and all in it disappear. Like they've gone into their own respective corners and all that.
I'll just keep looking around and be like, anybody can hear me? I got food for you, and I hold up the little berries and the insects that we got in the bar. I have some left from our, I'm assuming, because I didn't feed anyone. My spider died.
Give me another animal handling.
My bloody spider died. All of. And if I can find any other animal, sorry, 1 second. I got a 21.
A 21. Wow. So Govik, like when you do this, nothing really happens. But in the corner, you can see like a bit of a shifty thing.
Like
And
shifting.
yeah, so when you look at it, you realize that that moth that you had earlier caught,
Mm-hmm.
it is now in that shadow, and it's a bit tempted to come to you, but it's very wary. So it's like hopping from each bookshelf to come closer to you, but it can't get close to you enough because of the light around it.
There's a bookshelf at the back.
Yeah, so on the sides you have a bookshelf that leads like basically one wall is like a bookshelf.
Oh.
And at the end of it, near the door that you used to come into this, behind that is a bit of like a space, and that's where the moth was because it is the darkest part of the. But now it's like inching its way forward, but it's a little, it's a little hesitant because of the light that you're in.
I'll go towards it, and I also look at all the books shelves, and I'm also keeping an eye out on like where that red stain came from.
Okay. You don't find any evidence of this when you look at the books. The books seem to be of like a lot of different languages. Some you recognize to be home to like Odium Lithi itself. Some are in the language you don't recognize. You see a lot of books that are actually of the same language that is in the skeletons.
Okay, I'll start
Well,
taking up all the
by
books.
now I should
and
have finished comprehend
I'll
languages.
throw it all outside to Eldon. I'll be like, if you finish that spell, read them, and I'll just chuck all the books.
Yeah. Careful where you throw that. My wings are delicate. Huh.
So,
Sorry.
going to Eldon first. Eldon, are you looking at the book she's holding first?
Yes.
Okay. So you open the book. You're not able to. You don't know which language it is by name,
Hmm.
but you're able to comprehend it. If you get
Okay.
what I mean. So
Yeah,
when
got
you're
it.
reading it, it's in basically in common to you or like whatever language you're
Correct.
most familiar with. But by name, you can't really comprehend what the names of these languages are. So you read that, it's basically the story is titled Dial Ye Beloved, okay?
Roll
And
I
credits.
mean,
yes,
Eldon doesn't know that. Cool.
no, you know this now because you can read it.
No, but Eldon doesn't know the significance of the title.
Yeah,
I
you
of
do.
course.
do. Yes.
Yeah.
So you read it, and you're reading the story, and it seems very similar to what you had just come across, but it's written in a fantastical way about this woman who has, been put into eternal slumber, and she has a prince charming of sorts that has, gone through a number of tasks to try and find a way to bring her back to life. And he comes back, and she is in like this casket in the forest, and he comes over there, and basically what he does is pour like this potion or something into her mouth from this renowned flower in the other end of the world, and she comes back to life, but sadly she has still remained the same age, but he has aged about 20 years, and that's the story really.
Hmm.
One second.
Held on.
I'm here. I'm trying to think of what to do with that information.
Yeah, like I'm curious on why that specific story. Okay, do you guys want to like take the dead body and the books out and maybe ask the priest?
The dead body is sitting on a very heavy chair. We can't
We can
take
take
Yeah.
the
the
dead
chair.
body. We don't have to carry the chair out.
What if we try to lift her up and like the bones fall apart? Like she doesn't have any magic binding her bones like I do.
I mean, it's been 10 years. I don't think bones disintegrate after 10 years.
No, they won't disintegrate. But what's holding two bones together? Like there's no.
Just take. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but let's just take our head and see, or maybe just the book. Let's just be civil. Let's just take a book. And maybe ask
Let's
him.
just bring the priest here.
Yeah, let's bring him here.
Oh, that's also a good idea. I did not think of that.
Okay, so
Okay.
we drag him in.
Wait, coming back to first Bovik, for you to quickly finish, are you trying to talk to the moth?
Yes, I will. If the moth, I can find the moth and I can approach it, then I will try to talk. I'm like, hey, buddy, what's been happening here? Do you know anything that's going on? How long have you been here?
So, it being a moth, there's not really much it can say, but it just says like food.
I look around. Oh,
Huh?
yeah, I have a
Buddha.
little bit. I have like a little bug and a berry. I like put both of them.
Yeah, it immediately settles on the berry, and you see that while it's sucking out the juices of the berry, a bit of its coat, the moth itself, like its legs and underside, it's getting coated in the juices of the berry,
Right.
and it looks very similar to the sort of specs you had seen before.
Huh. Is someone feeding
Okay.
you guys? Is someone feeding you? Yes or no? Let me just check if wait, I have a very big doubt if even this spell works on such a small creature. Combat the beast when awareness is limited to. Never mind. Yeah, no. It'll work on a creature, but it's limited to its intelligence. So yeah, maybe I'll be like, show me food where food is. In the I'll tell it that.
Your voice is very low, Ashwin.
My voice is low.
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah. It trails off pretty
Oh,
quickly.
did I? Okay. I'll fix that, guys. Alright, yeah, that's
Also,
fine.
No,
Jeevan,
not on
just let
stream.
me
In
Jeevan, just let
on our
me know
social.
anytime you want to pass out, and I'll cut the session short. This has actually gone a lot longer than I thought it would.
Okay, so what next?
I'm good for any time from now, so go for it.
From now,
What?
suddenly you woke up.
Okay, have we dragged the priest in by now?
Hello. You guys go ahead. I'll figure out this mic thing.
Hey, your
No,
mic's
it's
working
working
already.
now.
It's
It's
working.
not
Now
a
it's
problem in the
working.
stream.
I think it's only when you're shifting.
Not a stream problem. I think
No,
it's
I think it switched
yeah.
the mics. Yeah, like it switched from here to the laptop.
It's working now. Yeah. It's
Oh,
working.
could be. It does sound a little distant.
Yeah, I think it's that reason. Alright, cool. It's fine. We'll figure.
Oh, the stream. Oh, our faces are gone.
No, it's there.
Yeah.
We can see your Discord settings now.
What?
So this is the perfect time to end the stream.
What? So fast, huh?
Cheer wants to sleep.
What? Actually,
No. Sir, I am getting a little sleepy. This is a problem,
Okay,
but
our
as
faces
long
are
as I
back.
live here, it's a little problem.
Okay, we can end it at like 10:45 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, the stream is fine for me.
Yeah, stream
Yeah,
is
the
fine.
stream
with
is
me.
fine.
You just said the audio. Like the...
Oh, that's when you were changing your mic, no? Because you're streaming your Discord. You were changing some Discord settings.
Right. My bad. Guys. We are still new to the streaming thing, so we will get this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
So
total professionals. We've just been having a bad 3 weeks.
can
Alright,
everybody
Shema.
give me your passive perception?
My
I
passive
think it should be
perception
12.
is 16, I think.
Passive perception is 12, yes.
Alright, let's just get the priest in here and figure out what's going on.
Passive perception is 10.
16.
So, Ashwin, you as Bovik, like you've left Matata outside, right?
Yes.
So at this point, you kind of had an inkling that Matata is calling towards you.
Okay. I will
I
definitely head out to see what.
When you go to him, you go to the other room and you see that the two guards that were there earlier, they've come back in and they have untied the priest
Okay.
and they're holding him by his forearms, ready to take him out. And Matata is there, like growling at both of them. But since you
Whoa.
haven't given him a command, you haven't given a command to him to attack anyone. He's just keeping guard there.
I'll be like, whoa, guys, hold on, hold on, hold on. We're not done with him yet. Give us 5
We
minutes.
hear this?
Listen, I'm tired. I just want to go back home. It takes a long time to get back to Fengar, and from what I've heard from the other townsfolk here, they've just made it real clear that they want this Father John out. He's caused enough havoc here, so I don't care what you guys have to say. You're talking about some lady who's died 10 years ago. I've had enough of it. And they
Alright.
start like taking him out. And
Alright,
like,
I'm going
Father,
immediately I'm going to tell Matata, I'm like, stop them and block the door. I'm going to tell him to do that. And while that's happening, I'll be like, Ferry boy, Bones, the guards are taking the father out. And yeah. that's what it is.
he will
Yeah,
look
we
at
rush
you
out.
and say, you better think twice if you want to do this to us. To do this to us, you're not just enemies to the state anymore. You're enemy to the whole country.
We said 5 minutes. I think you can have the time. Otherwise, we can take him back ourselves. You can wait that long. And
Listen
then
here,
I'll
man.
then I'll be
You're
I'll
just
look at Matata and be like I'll give him the signal to like growl, like right next to the guard, and be like,
okay.
you can wait 5 minutes. No one's getting hurt. Nothing's gonna happen. If you're impatient, you, that's fine. But we need to have this sorted out first.
At that moment, he looks at you like tired and frustrated and takes something out of his pocket and just throws it on the ground. Immediately, the whole room fills with this fog.
Organ.
What like a black fog or just like normal fog?
Yeah, like a huge black fog, and you're not able to see it.
All right, but immediately then I'll be like, Matata, pin him down, and I'll give that command to pin the guard.
Patata is just like really confused. He doesn't know where to go. Even his senses seem to be hindered a bit.
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft to create like small puffs of wind and see if I can clear the smoke out.
You're trying to do it, but it seems like this whole archway has been shrouded in darkness.
Okay, what floor is this?
This is the bottom floor. So you're near the front door. So basically, they were trying to take him at this point, and now you're not able. So all of you are still in the sitting room. Matata
I'm gonna try and go towards the main door and look outside to see if I can see them.
from the outside, I think, or
Now
like
go
how?
to the main door
The problem is if you
and then
do that,
look
you're
into the street.
immediately going into this shadow. I was just going to say you're going into the shadow.
Shadow?
Oh, so cute. Shadow, stay here and keep Jeevan awake.
Yeah, keep him awake. Keep him awake.
Okay, so Eldon, you try going there, but you're immediately like you lose all sense of like all your senses. Like you're not able to see anything, you're not able to hear anything or smell anything. You can barely feel anything too, and you can now understand why Matata was so confused when he went there.
Can I see the front door from where I'm
Oh.
standing?
No, so basically, imagine it as like a front door. You have like a bit of, you know, an archway or something. I mean, like basically, what is it called? Like
Always.
what's that space called? Like a, you know, where you hang shit up and all that before you go into the main house.
A foyer.
Yeah, a
foyer.
foyer. So you go into a foyer, and like if you go straight and then you take a right, you have the sitting area with the fireplace. If you like go a little to the left, you know, a little bit over there and go to the left, that's where the door is
Okay.
to like other rooms and stuff.
So we're
So
Yeah,
standing where?
let's
You're standing right now at this sitting space.
Okay, let's assume the main gate is facing east. Okay. Which way is the window I broke facing?
So now imagine if now I'll actually take it in an easier way. So your front door is at the south. You have entered. On your east is the sitting room. On the far east of that sitting room is another room, which is
Okay.
where you guys were. So you come from there. I mean, so from the south, if you look forward, it's more like stairs leading upstairs,
Right.
which you guys didn't really think like. I mean, can you think of like the Modern Family house?
Right.
Which one of them?
Phil and Claire's
Ah.
house.
Oh,
So
you mean
that's
like
sort of
when you enter, there's like a staircase.
stairs up
leading-
front, but there's like a room on the right and
Right,
room on the
and
left.
yeah.
So you're on the room on the right, and that has a separate room, which is the library.
And
So
the
you
window
have
is
the
facing
window
south
is in the
also?
library space.
Yeah, but is it facing still facing east only, or is it
Yeah,
facing
it's
south by
facing
east?
east itself. It's facing
Okay.
east. So in the room that you are right now, you see like the sitting room. You had noticed this the last night also was that a lot of the windows in this room were boarded up, so no light is coming in.
Hmm.
I can't see I can only see the fog, but I can't see anything.
Yeah,
I can't see the front door also.
no.
Do I see a window to my any
You
side?
see a window, but it's boarded up.
I'll be like, Matata, get outside, and I'll ask him to find the door. Essentially.
So the thing is, he's like extremely confused because he can't hear or smell or
He can't do
anything.
anything.
But
Okay.
yeah, he can just hear your commands. So you could try venturing forward on your own.
Hmm.
Do
I
it,
don't
do
see
it.
them also, right?
Hmm.
Okay, then
They're gone now.
to...
I don't think there's anything we can do.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna try to mold. Actually, no. I'm just gonna walk into the fog and see if I can find my way out.
So can you just give me what would it be?
GG.
Jivan. Okay, so you're going into the fog. What sort of check would that be?
He's trying to perceive something, right? So it will be perception.
Yeah, do a perception check.
I got.
You're actually good at.
I got.
I can't reach you from here, Shadow.
15.
15. So with your 15, you're able to make like a general estimate of where you're supposed to go, and you find yourself at the front door. So since the door was open, you do see a bit of a light coming from the outside, and you step out onto the main street again, but you can't find the guards or the priest anymore.
Guys, I just came inside. We got a problem.
Yes, I know.
At
I'm
this
gonna go to
point,
the.
Ashwin,
Yeah.
give me uh a wisdom check. Like not a save, just a wisdom check.
Okay. 14.
A 14. So you notice that even as you're walking through this darkness, you notice that the amulet on your staff is starting,
Oh,
Oh my
no.
god.
and it's
Wait,
pulsing.
the amulet on the staff is missing.
No, it's starting to glow.
Okay.
And you have this voice that just whispers in your ear.
Ah, God.
Are you ready to have me yet?
Do I know like who the voice is? Like by now.
It feels like it's right at your ear. You know it's the girl who's been haunting you.
Alright,
But
I'll be like,
you keep,
I don't know what you need, but I mean, I know you've been after me, but we are in a situation. We need to find that priest. If you can help with that,
Oh,
I
the
might be able to help you.
the guards already took him away.
Did you see where they went?
That away. And then, she says that away, but You can't see anything.
Okay, what? And I'm like, I lower my voice. I'm like, what do you need? I still haven't forgiven you for my spider. But what do you need?
Well, more like, I think, I'm stuck with you unless Nirvana says so otherwise. But I don't know. I think we could just be together forever.
Can we be friends?
You just hear this very disappointed huff where he's like, I'm getting real tired of you too. Maybe we should go find Nirvana.
You know where she is.
I mean, you do too, and it's very weird, but you feel like you have an internal compass in you,
Okay.
and that feels like, even without knowing, it feels like you have like a strong presence pulling you, and it feels a little faint right now, but you feel like if you wanted to search for her, you could find her.
Alright, I'll be like, alright, just keep quiet for now. I'll talk to you soon. I'll just like straighten up and then go back into the house and be like, guys, I have no idea, but I think the guards took the priest. I have no clue where they went. Ferry boy, Bones, where you at?
Even
Right.
you're
Well,
on mute,
even
yeah.
you're muted. And while this is happening, I want to look around if I can see a bag so I can carry uh, the bones of this woman whose name I forgot again.
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Okay. Taking her bones with you?
Yeah, I want to see if because my plan was to will chase the guards and stop them and ask the priest what's happening over there while they're chasing. So I'll see if I can find a bag or something to keep the bones.
Okay. So, give me an investigation check.
Investigation is a +1. That's that one. +1.
You don't find anything at all, but luckily, the weird feeling you get walking near her is you don't know whether this is from your past life or what, but you don't think it's a good idea to move her.
Okay.
Bones, what you up to? I have a bad feeling something's gonna happen. I can't tell you why. But
You
if
have
you
a
get
bad
out,
feeling something's gonna happen.
yes.
Jeevan, we're live, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Jeevan, it's okay. It's just like you can do
I'm getting
D&D
comfortable.
anywhere.
Jeevan's getting comfortable.
I'm getting comfortable.
Yeah.
No, like as soon as I move from my desk to my bed is when, we should all start getting worried.
Yeah, exactly. She's like in the middle of the stream, it'll be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Yes.
yeah,
Cool.
I know. I think there's something's gonna happen, guys, but I don't know what. And I lost the guards. I don't know what we're gonna do now. Very
You
well.
lost the guards. Can't your cat like smell them or something?
They threw some weird
I mean,
fog, and we couldn't really smell through that.
Okay, what are we gonna do now?
So at this point, Ashwin, could you give me a wisdom saving?
Saving throw. 16. No, saving throw 16. I think so. 60. I was right, 16.
16?
Yeah.
So, suddenly as soon as this question is asked by everybody in the party, you feel like this like this like lightning in your head, and it feels like the worst headache you've ever felt before. But in some way, you're able to stand and not fall down, but you just feel this tearing pain in your head, and it feels like that compass you felt in your brain earlier.
Yeah.
It's just like ringing in like an alarm, telling you to go somewhere.
Guys, oh god, I think I know what we gotta do. And I'll just
Okay.
be holding my head. Remember that weird gypsy lady we met in the...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's calling out.
In the Guild Tavern.
Yeah, I think she's calling out to me. And it's not pretty. Like, she is really...
What is it with you and like creepy ass women, dude?
I don't know. Like, maybe because I'm the only non... I mean, I'm the only human, I could say. But I'm not a human.
But you're not even that attractive.
Fair enough. But I think I just got to charm my friends.
The whole rustic, oh, I'm just out of the jungle.
Yeah, out of the
Look at
jungle,
me,
adventurer.
the tree hugger.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I can see that. I can see that
Yeah,
working.
that's George.
George of the Jungle Charm.
Yeah, and so I think I know where we should go, and I'll just be like, can I figure out where she's pointing to?
Yeah, you feel like just pulling up that map again. So right now you are somewhere here, I would say, just a little out of Penka.
Albert did not change.
Or it
Isn't
changed.
that?
Oh no, it changed.
So can you see? It's so right now you're somewhere here. So you've just traveled down from Pengar and Rizvi to is the outside of like the woods. You have a feeling that if you travel a little bit more, she's somewhere around.
Interesting.
So are you guys making your way there?
I mean, like, guys, what do you want to do? But I want to get rid of this headache. Do I still have the headache?
No, you don't have a headache anymore, but you feel like you have to get a move, and this doesn't, because of your save, that this feeling isn't coming from Nirvana. It seems to be coming from the girl that was talking to you.
No, I already told them it's from Nirvana. I'm not taking it back. I'm not making them question what I'm thinking. So I'm like, guys, I really won't want to go find this lady and maybe get rid of the stone. Like, it's been bothering us for a while, and I want to get rid of that. We don't have any other leads at this point. You just want to go?
I mean, what else would we
Yeah,
do
I think
anyway?
we
Let's
should.
go.
We don't have any other leads. Yeah.
Demon's face. Okay, so you guys start traveling. Is there anything else you want to do in the village before? I'm just assuming you say bye to everyone and you're just making your way through.
What? Bye and all shut up, dude.
No,
They were
who
just
says
leaving.
bye?
I don't know
Hello.
anybody.
Nobody
Okay,
said bye.
so you guys walk on and you reach a place that looks like this.
Oh, finally a Bourn. Usually with Shema, like the episode name, whatever's there in the name is happening in the end.
Yeah, because you guys take so much more time than I expect you to. Oh fuck! I forgot to load up your icons, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna put dummy icons for now, okay? Oh, you have your icons. Okay.
Yeah. I only can't see it, but like I put it there and I can't see it.
Can you see?
Oh, I can see it now. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah. Okay.
Where is it? Is it in the token layer itself?
No, right side. Wait, you. Yeah, he's here. Yeah. Then I'd suggest Ashwin, could you like zoom in actually
Yeah, just give me a
to
minute.
like where you guys are?
Yeah, just give me a second.
This is Volvic.
Have you blacked out the screen a bit?
Yeah.
So just like zoom into just that portion that's visible.
So I'll do that 1 second. Yeah, I'm just changing something on the stream because for some reason it stopped streaming the map. I just realized it.
Oh yeah, it's still only streaming the
Yeah, the whole map.
that part. Jeevan.
G.
Yeah, I'm here.
G.
Okay, I think we have reached the.
I think that was not me. I think my internet froze then.
Dude. Can't lie
No,
away out
but
of this. We have it
my
recorded.
timer is also running out. In all
Yeah.
honesty.
Yeah. I think we'll call it a night, guys, for now.
Yeah, sure. So you
Yeah.
guys reach here. We see what this episode was supposed to be about.
Yeah. At least let's do something in the Bourn, no? Like
No,
this
no, no, this
episode's
is
name.
fine. This is fine, guys. Okay.
No,
Because
wait.
I'm-
If you're doing battle, let's finish battle.
Oh no, guys! This if you start on this, it'll take another 2 hours at least. I mean,
At least we'll cross the bridge or something, then we'll stop. Like
Yeah,
we'll
cool.
drink some water.
No, let's start the map properly. Also, this is a beautiful map.
I know.
Yeah.
Look, I love
Yeah,
how the
so-
water looks also.
guys, thank you. Like today's session was actually extremely theater of the mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't think Shema achieved anything she wanted to. We were
Oh
just...
no, my God, you really tested my role playing skills today. So thank
We
you.
can-
Like
We'll
I
discuss-
literally, basically in my head it was like, oh yeah, they give him over to the authorities, find out that she's not there, and then they leave.
Oh.
Was what was in my mind.
Oh, this what you expected to happen in 5 minutes took an entire session.
Yeah, literally.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Always.
No, but it was good. It was good. I actually built on so many other aspects because of this.
Alright. Alright, guys.
Now
I
to
think,
come.
the stream, we're signing off for today. Catch us next
Thank you
Thursday.
for joining us, everyone. Come
Thank you for joining.
once again live next week on Thursday, hopefully at 9 p.m.
Yes.
Hopefully 9 p.m.
Earlier to keep Jeevan awake. Did
Hopefully.
Jeevan freeze?
Hopefully. No,
Yeah,
I'm still
Jeevan is
here.
frozen.
He's frozen. He's frozen.
Am I frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Perfect
God.
ending.
I have to go
Perfect
back.
ending.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back.
Oh,
Alright. Signing off, guys. See you.
all right.
Alright,
Yeah, guys.
yes. You're gonna put the